with child-proven easy open cap. Nubrum! Taste more and feel less. Nubrum! Auntie's choice of zero-G whiskey. This'll get you into orbit. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Tequila. Ride the purple worm. Auntie Fizzo's Spectrum Vodka. 2 flavors of vodka, and we heard you. Now available in brown. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Liqueur. Now you can taste purple berry in any drink.
Personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not on the protectorate.
0 life forms detected in Hangar. Emergency protocol syringes prime.
Attention IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console.
Earth Director agents are exempt from commands issued by non-director level entities.
Suspicious.
Upon successful larceny of the Rift Modulator, Commander, you may be able to use the device to reconstitute rifts such as this one.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
I smell regicide. The sovereign's certainly... dead.
Comparative analysis of the consul's speech to that of other dictators suggests a high likelihood that it could
appreciate invasion. You drink too much!
Something here.
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. I haven't the desire to contend with you on the matter. Not when you are so armed. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments if you'd prefer it done quiet-like. Or I can just improvise. Always more fun that way. The next time you tell me to be quiet will be the last time you have lips to do so.
Do I know you? Your voice sounds strikingly familiar.
I don't think... I mean, definitely not. You must be mistaken.
Well, your assistant seems spirited. But do not mistake me. I only want the appropriate measures to be taken in response to what appears to be a significant security breach. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally, Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. Coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me. Suspects? I only began this cerebration mere minutes ago. Until today, assuming one of my staff held malice aforethought toward the Sovereign would have been inconceivable. Much can be said of Valancourt's unsavory character, but a traitor he is not. But if not him, then who? I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder? I'll scream if you try anything, and I have rather formidable vocal cords. So, would you care to try another answer? Actually, I think you'll find it is. I did mention my position at this facility, did I not? Nor do I. Everything is turning base over apex today. Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit. The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not?
Anomaly modulator. To interact with the rift will be to touch perfection.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
To the unsubtle thief, it's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. Oh, really? Which one? You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Ooh, an enemy.
Hey now.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift.
Enemy in evisceration. Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Prudence always says, frolic, prance, and shimmy to your heart's. Say, remember that time Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger. That was
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back. Will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
This was the Sovereign's room? So much for his perfection.
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
Disturbance detected. Source.
Murder?
We never question.
Lo and behold!
Pushing
Out.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
For our beneficent leader! Recommencing hostilities! Recommencing hostilities! They covet our due bounty! We are duty bound to... Attacking selflessly without complaint! Sustain the system!
Too clean for my taste. I wonder where he's hiding.
They manufacture one! Forever vigilant. What kind of story is it?
Don't like this.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues. sorry excuse of superficial reconfiguring matter that claimed my arm. Let's open that book, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner. But use your imagination to conjure the original scene. That could lead us to the evidence we need. You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved! And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. A man cannot defecate without humming a protectorate anthem. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them. I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now. Absolutely not. I want to see that villain's face when his crime is finally exposed. And as a scientist, I am aware of the value of being adaptable. I bent to accommodate your presence, now you can bend to accommodate mine. Such assertiveness. I might even heed that advice, if I did not already have a plan of my own. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? I'll go first. Follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him. But his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
Pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantry.
Ah, here's our little sprat now. Be assured, after I deal with my traitorous subordinate here, you're next.
Traitor. If anyone's a traitor here,
here.
Killing spree! Unfriended might sting! Alive! Dawn is breaking!
Now that you have the Rift Modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of this constitution, some creative problem-solving may be required in reaching them.
temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future.
What's your...
All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted.
But in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Oh, damn it. Referred it to its previous state. Open again. Quickly, record all the relevant data and take down your observations.
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply to the rift, but it somehow has reverted.
observe that the archive entry is heavily defended. Consider an alternate means of access to avoid direct protectorate engagement.
Sure can. We just need to find the lift controls down from Spireton, and then the archive is as good as ours.
The optimal choice. Any path of least resistance typically prolongs service life.
Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive elements.
Making a mess of things again.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant.
I, too, would never question the paradigm. Perhaps a brief visit to mental refreshment would put him on track.
Trust the plan. Preserve set progress.
Spread the truth! Danger!
Alert. Hostile.
Blood shall be
Promoting team standing by with life support.
They should be avenged!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
This area shows signs of scavenging. Scrutiny of immediate surrounding.
Got the lift working, did you? Aren't you an industrious one? Once you give the all clear, we'll head down to aid you. Message received. On the way.
Here comes our reinforcements. Bought and paid for. Seems the corporatists know how to honor a deal after all.
Love a good killing!
visually pleasing facility and/or outdoor space.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me, I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
A diet with more fiber may reduce your rate of excretion.
Like many others, the latest batch of Crabble rations disagreed with my constitution. I was compelled to find the closest loo, quickly. Sadly, 'twere outside yon secured door. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot! Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Reading sentient. The Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation. A means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure. To maximize the needs of our society above others. To attract the most consumers.
This thing seems unbalanced. I like it.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate. formation with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it. But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What's the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of Rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am afraid that no is a mathematical certitude, despite the Protectorate and Anti's Choice best efforts to prove otherwise. No must say I admire your drive. Some issues require the conspicuous application of force, such as a fractional reduction in output or descent. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I've unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours. Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here after you've made some progress. We are each of us in no you gotta return lots of it is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return.
Just watch yourself.
Say the word, not enlightenment. Homicide always cheers me up.
Enemy in evisceration range. Dispensing life-preserving medicine.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Engaging combat protocols.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an anti-source field mechanism is present and unaccounted for.
Blood shall be shed.
Status of these protectorate
engineers is deceased. Projected recovery unlikely.
An auxiliary probe is prepared.
Emergency protocols ready. A search of the surrounding area is recommended.
Second dive. One, victory and death.
50 persons die.
For the Spireton lift, so I know he's tech savvy, just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them. Manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the Archive's temperature flow. Now my crabbles are adapting to the warm waters.
Using life-preserving medicine.
Sorry, I'm no target. Revive me! Murder's more fun within a complex.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not look back.
It's nice to see people dying of natural causes for a change. Lots of bullet-riddled bodies here. We should keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for what made them that way. More efficient way of cooling a Computeronic system than building it out of an ice balloon.
Wonder if putting it in orbit would work. Unfriendly.
Replenishing my fire. Anyone standing between us and our goal seems to have a very short life expectancy. It's strange how you may not have noticed, but I have attended.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you can say that is interesting enough to interrupt your work.
Identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
Wait! You out there, what did you do? Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. Please, I need to know. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You're what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. No, please, I insist. It wouldn't do to have you wandering around your kingdom, lost and without vassals. Why, what would your subjects think?
Excuse me.
Mission initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition rig for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Oppugnants and spongers. Go through.
Help you? The archive. Initialize the final transfer command at the station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. Looks like we've some jumping to do.
Silence is the answer.
The storage brick is on its way. Welcome back.
Emergency protocol.
Enemy spotted. This unit is in need of assistance.
No one will pick up their pieces! Whatever you're...
You're just not a good look, Commander. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Blood shall be shed, there shall be Recharged for mayhem.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Reactor or punch card processing? I'm not embarrassed to admit I'm interested in seeing more of the
Innards of this Computeronic behemoth.
Down there. Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts will... friend? Huh? Deserting somebody?
Got a live one. Ready to spread the truth.
Giving chase.
Reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with a very advanced technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work. Maybe via the reactor's backup security systems.
This unit is pleased to remind you of the fire suppression system, which is a promising option.
Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Emergency first aid cache sealed. Reactor turret defenses offline.
Exceedingly hostile automechanical detected. Selecting inspirational pre-battle
Message. Error. Error. None found. Hostile nearby.
I'm about to do.
Charging boldly into the prey.
This might sting. Breaking.
Data brick coming up.
Now have a kid killing spree.
Your battlefield stamina.
Punch card processing. Now, processing instructions.
This unit recommends utilizing the
Object as the least
injurious means of descent, provided said platform could be spurred into motion.
sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Processing the Rift data will be impossible until 2 out of 3 competing priority sets are expunged.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Doors are open. You should go see what this is all about.
Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. Be advised. Your present course of action is remarkably I could process your data faster than the others. Easily. The charismatic map. Think of humanity. Your oafish blundering will delay its ascendant. Much better. Much better. Much better. Stop and consider. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Why? You don't want your rivals to win. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a move to maintain. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Processing the Rift data is a more optimal course.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Well, perhaps we will discover a means to capitalize on the ascension of humanity. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
what you needed, right? I saw through the window. Looked like quite a time. Time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. Let's have it. Hand over the Calcaduceus. Look, I get it. Really, I do. But I've seen what happens to those who get in the way of Auntie and her plans. And her plans for this doodad are pretty big. Oh, yes, that'll do. Look at that. Nice, sturdy design. We should start selling these things.
Yes, hello. I believe, together, we can discover a means to capitalize on the path to humanity's ascendance.
Never thought of using the Order's hoity-toity ambitions to turn a profit. But suppose it's all about selling ways to a new you. We'll talk. When you're all done here, head back on the Undisputed claim. We'll discuss your next assignment.
Valid courses of action include further examination of this inhospitable environment, or returning to the ship to pursue leads based on the acquired data. A valid decision, Commander. However, please be reminded that, unlike this unit, your internal fluids are not fortified with antifreeze.
Can't they get some heat on in this place? See you back on the Undisputed claim.
Got something to show you!
Tommy's breaking!
An enemy. This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority low. Based on energy readings, Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Unless it... Story of
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grove League is a worthy substitute.
Commercialism is the foundation that Anti's Choice Society is based upon.
Think you're being subtle?
Because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond.
My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up. Everything seems...
What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process.
Look who it is. Finally back from the field. All hail the securer of the Archive.
Fine work. Keep at it and I'll invite you up to my office for a face-to-face. We've had our people studying the personality you left the Archive with. I must say, it has an interesting perspective. Its whole people first bit I don't completely agree with, but I suppose it's good for public relations. Guess you're all in with us now. The Order are dead to you. Or, more specifically, they want you dead, that is. Anyhow, onward and upward to the next piece of business.
With the archive again in our gainful control and our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan well underway, it is time for the next démarche. Clarify brand identity.
A peculiar group of brand loyalists are attempting to rebuild the name recognition of Space's Choice, and they're causing us a goodly bit of difficulty. We must eliminate all unauthorized use of our marks and labels, and ensure no other former rivals feel compelled to betray our merger. Indeed we do. We've allowed these Spacer's Choice malcontents to thrive long enough. They wanted attention. This is the attention they receive. Nothing forced them to turn on us. Any one of them could have come back into my fold. If you feel they can be salvaged, I'll consider it. But their leadership must die. An example must be made. Well, our merger turned out more of a hostile acquisition than a mutual arrangement. Originally not in our favor. All previous Anti-Cleo employees were shipped off to Tau Ceti. But when communications with Earth were lost, I saw an opportunity to shake up the stale power structure and dated ethos. As the highest-ranking executive in the system, I took control. Anyone with us from Space's Choice either fell in line, were demoted, or disappeared. Or so I believed.
An inspiring story, Auntie. These disgruntled dimwits could have grown into healthy Auntie's Choice citizens. Instead, they metastasized into a tumor that must now be excised.
And tragic. I was there, and this stirred such powerful emotions in me that I'm at a loss for words.
Laying it on a bit thick now, aren't you? You? Such a lovely liar you are. If I possessed basic human insides, they'd presently be all aflutter. These holdouts have taken refuge in a hard rock mine dug into an asteroid called Broken Knees. I leave dealing with them entirely to your discretion. My only concern is that they are dealt with permanently.
Which is precisely why we've delegated you the task.
We an informant among their rank, one of their guards, who grew tired of their empty charlatanry and sold them out for a tidy sum.
Our informant will meet you at the landing pad at Broken Knees. He'll provide you all the details when you arrive. All right, you have tasks to perform. Best be off. See that you do. When it's complete and you return, come up to my office. It's about time we had a face-to-face.